dudettes. Very May gloomy day today, so still pretty happy this week. But we have some few things. Chargers, they have 2 more players reaching the top 100 players of last year. They had Phillip Rivers at 56 and Casey Hayward at 59. Casey Hayward did have a pretty breakout year last year, so you'd think he would be a little bit higher. And Phillip Rivers, which is his pretty average self, you know, he's gonna get numbers, but it's really not gonna get you enough to whether it's get into the playoffs or win in the playoffs. But still, same amount of productivity from him, a lot more productivity from Casey Hayward, which was awesome to see. Hopefully he can still flourish after we signed him to that 2 to 3 year contract for after this year. So let's get into some more news real quick. Alrighty, so Chuma Edoga, he's a player I've been off and on ever since he came to USC. He was a highly talented guy, and he just hasn't really panned out, in my opinion, especially for a left tackle position, and that's supposed to be one of your best players. But he did have an incident a few years ago where he did get kicked out of a game and didn't really play that much, but apparently he had a good year last year because I didn't really hear much from him, and that's usually good if you're on the offensive line because you didn't give up that many sacks. But the USC team did give up a lot of sacks towards bigger games at the end of the year, which is why they couldn't close out. And right now he's listed as one of the top tackles in the Pac-12. It's pretty cool for him. Hopefully he can use that as a positive energy to have a good season coming up and maybe hopefully get himself drafted pretty high. Then also William Carlson, he's a center that the Ducks drafted a while ago and let go of at the same time pretty soon thereafter. And now he's flourishing with the Vegas Golden Knights. I think he had like 74 points this year. I'm sure a lot of the guys on the Ducks team didn't even have that many points, but it is surprising that Vegas team, the very first time an expansion team has made it to the finals of any kind and in any sport, I think. So congrats to them. Hopefully the same luck doesn't go to the Raiders, but good luck to them as well whenever that happens. And let's keep going. All right, and France, Denmark, and Australia are looking for FIFA to lift the ban of Paulo Guerrero, one of Peru's best forwards or best players in the soccer team for the World Cup. I have interest because I am half Peruvian, so obviously USA isn't in there, so you gotta root for at least one of your teams that make it. But it's kind of cool that they're doing that. Hopefully something good happens. He was suspended because he did have cocaine in his system. He was suspended for a whole year, but you know, hopefully some good luck comes and maybe we'll be able to play these teams at full strength and shock the world in a few months. And then you see right there USC's schedule up to now for, I think, in the future for football. There's like Texas UNLV coming up this year. Also BYU is scheduled, Fresno State, and Notre Dame is there for a few more years, and then it kind of ends right there, which is pretty interesting because right now it kind of seems the past 5 years whoever has the home field advantage, then they're going to blow out the team. So it's kind of annoying to watch. So it's not really a rivalry anymore. It's just whoever's, you know, up to play that game whenever that week is. So maybe going in a change of direction, and if they meet in the final, then that could be a greater rivalry thing than just playing a random week and then losing. So I think that would be interesting if they stop playing them and schedule other opponents that are probably ranked. Because you never know, Notre Dame and both USC go up and down when they're ranked, so why would you even want to be playing them? But we'll see how that goes. And then the Anaheim Ducks, Carlisle, the head coach, is on thin ice finally. Been pretty much up and down. I think the only reason they never gave him up because he always did get them to the playoffs, and this year he didn't do that, even though they were pretty close. So I think it's time for a change of scenery, and hopefully they'll pick up a new head coach. I don't know that much about hockey, but hopefully they do a good job, and you know, we could flourish with the players we have, or maybe make some trades to get some better players. Thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day.